All right, today's video is going to be a doozy because we are talking about what to do when your business team is still thinking waterfall and you are like in the middle of this as a business analyst needing to define requirements in an agile way and work within an agile software development team. Now this question came to us straight from a member of our community. Her name is Jean. And so instead of like me talking through it and embellishing it or thinking that I'm embellishing it, I'm gonna read her question verbatim. Okay, so Jean says, I'm working on a very large project and coming in after they've had the BRD review. We are new to the Agile methodology and trying to write user stories with unclear requirements and little training. So it's been a challenge. The chief product owners and business owners are not easily accessed, and we are following the chain of command. They don't really understand or care what it's going to take to get the project done. And when we ask questions, they say, didn't you read the BRD? Gotta love that one, right? Or send you to someone else. So it's not that simple, right? When you dive into the vague requirements, I keep trying to find ways to get this done and hit roadblocks, which makes me feel very unsuccessful. As part of Agile, we're told to fail fast and fail early, but the business owners are still thinking waterfall. They have an end date and they expect us to meet it. Plus, I'm co-product owner, and my co-product owner is one that wants to drill into minutia rather than focusing on the user stories and the product backlog. Okay. So what would you do? Here's what I would do, and this might sound a little counterintuitive, but I would take that BRD, the vague requirements that are in that BRD, and I would either demo the working software, if there's already working software, it sounds like there's not, or I'd create a set of wireframes. And I would create wireframes that essentially model my current understanding of the requirements for a subset of the requirements, right? And then I would schedule a review meeting with those business stakeholders. And so you're doing a few things with this technique. One, you're kind of getting out of this like it's in the BRD because you're presenting a new deliverable that's obviously taking the project forward, right? And everybody loves to look at a user interface, and everybody sees in a user interface like what's missing or what the gaps are. So you have created a tool to get an immense amount of feedback really, really quickly. And you're also modeling an Agile practice when you do this. So one of the big practices in Agile is that you demo your working software. Now usually it's working software, right? So the tech team would demo whatever they created in a sprint for their business users. But that, it sounds like if the requirements are really unclear, like that could create just a lot of waste. So you're demoing that practice, but you're doing it in such a way where you're creating a very throwaway, easy to create type of deliverable, a very low fidelity wireframe rather than a full-fledged working software system. So you're getting people into that practice of doing reviews, giving feedback, seeing early software representations, and using that as a tool to clarify their requirements, okay? Now, one word of warning on this, it's gonna take a bit of a thick skin, right? Because most likely, if those requirements are truly vague, or there's gaps in them, they're gonna be wrong. And that is gonna feel like, oh, I did something wrong. But really, anytime you're putting a deliverable in front of a business user to get more information, to get more clarity, that's what success looks like. So sometimes I like to equate wireframes to, or any visual model really, to coffee table books, right? So do you put a coffee table book on the coffee table because you really want your guests to sit and like page through the whole thing and read the whole thing? No, it's there because you're like, oh, like it represents a vacation you took or an interest you have or something you found really valuable. And it's there to create a conversation. It's there so the guest might say, oh, you've been to Stonehenge. Like I went there so many years ago. And then all of a sudden you're talking and you're having a conversation about something that's meaningful to you both. Wireframes and other visual models can work in essentially the same way. They're conversation starters to get us out of question asking and critiquing, and this requirement isn't clear enough, and into what can we do to improve this model so that it fully represents what you want out of the software system. Okay. So I had a few notes. I wanted to make sure to address all aspects of this question. So the other thing is, once you have then those wireframes, that's what you can use to create your user stories and your product backlog. And then you might start to see there's actually a lot here. Can we prioritize some of these things? That's that next level of education that you'll want to do as an Agile business analyst about how priorities and estimates work. And quite honestly, that's a bit that really, as a business analyst, we're facilitating the priorities, and we're facilitating the engagement in the priorities. But when it comes to the culture change that comes with Agile, and the sponsor expects XYZ by X date versus we prioritize and we deliver the most important things first, and we're not clear or we can't commit to what comes in by which date, that's really the project management, tech team, whoever is leading Agile in your organization really needs to influence that kind of change in your organization. You can step in that as a business analyst and you can say, hey, it's really important now that we're really clear on our priorities because of how things are happening and these new processes we're using. Let me make sure I really fully understand your priorities, and I'm going to help you prioritize this product backlog so that you get what's most important to you. And so then you can be a partner to the business in working with IT instead of having to feel like you are selling that part to IT. Really try to sidestep that whole argument altogether if you can. And then finally, the other note I had on this specific situation was it sounds like you're co-product owner, which that's awesome. I love that there's two of you. You might be more big picture thinker, and this other person might be more in the minutia, in the details. So could they be the one, like you create the wireframes, maybe the first draft of the product backlog, help with that prioritization and kind of getting things moving, and they can go and flesh out all those details in user stories and almost like treat you as a first pass stakeholder to get some of those details, and then where needed, getting more stakeholder involvement directly from the business as well. So just a few thoughts for you, Jean. Definitely a challenging situation, probably not uncommon. I'm recording a video on this because I believe a lot of people probably have this question about Agile requirements and how to help our business stakeholders make the transition from this waterfall mindset to a more Agile, collaborative mindset. And I really do see so much potential for business analysts and organizations leveraging Agile practices. And I think it makes what we do as business analysts even more important. So that's why we're recording a few videos this month on Agile business analysis specifically. So again, I'm Laura Brandenburg from Bridging the Gap, and we help you start your business analyst career. Thanks for watching.